Hi guys, so I got one of my orders that I have been waiting for today. It was a huge Let's Resin order. Look at all this stuff, you guys. Holy cow. So first, got the leveling table. I was telling you guys before, mine is total trash. Does not work. Hate it. So this was a very nice surprise to see. I did get it all set up, and we're gonna test it out and see how truly level the level is on here where it says. And then this kit here, the epoxy resin kit that I got today, came with the tablecloth, which I put down on my table already. It came with an apron, which I actually opened it up and laid it on my table as well. This summer, I actually plan on taking this whole entire table, sanding it all down, and completely resin design the top of it. I think I'm gonna do a pink, white, and gray marble on the top. So that's definitely going to be an upcoming video that we are going to be doing. But I have to wait until the weather gets warmer outside before I try anything like that. I live in PA and our cold is cold. So we definitely got to wait till it gets warmer to do that. So anyhow, the resin kit came with the part A and B of the resin. It's a gallon together. Then it also came with 10 pairs of gloves. It came with the ocean white pigment paste and a squeeze bottle lid. It came with some little cups. It came with big cups, which I so badly needed. I'm actually waiting on an order from Amazon for 100 pack of mixing cups, but I've not got them yet. It comes with some sticks. It comes with the pumps, some resin dye. It came with these little spoons, which are gonna be so awesome for getting glitter out and stuff like that, mica powders and things. They're absolutely adorable, pastel colors, just in time for Easter too. How cute is that? And it came with this. It's like a scribe on one end. It's like a little pointy scribe on one end, and the other side is like a little scraper. And I thought that was the coolest thing ever that could have came with it, instead of like the normal scrapers or whatever they send. And then you get these, which you get like the gold foil, the silver foil, and then like the colored flake things. And then it also came with some mica powders, and they sent the most beautiful colors of mica powders in this set, which I was very happy about as well. So that's that whole kit there, along with the tablecloth and the apron as well, which I already have down on my table to protect it. And then I also got the chameleon flakes, the 8-pack of the chameleon flakes. And this is the first time I've ever had chameleon flakes. I've never had them before, so I'm super excited about trying these chameleon flakes out. So thankful, so blessed. I think the first one that I want to try is this purple pink, and then I also want to try the hot pink and chartreuse. So we're going to be doing a video on this. We're going to make something with all of this stuff that I just got today. And we're going to be testing out this leveling table as well. So let me get my camera set up and pull out some molds for some stuff to make, and I will be right back with you. Alright, see you soon. Hi guys, so we're back. After looking forever to try and figure out what I was gonna make, I decided that I'm going to start working on my daughter's Valentine's Day set that I'm doing for her, since everybody is in bed and or not home, and figured I just might as well make a video of that and bring you guys along. Now, this video is probably not going to be for everybody because of what I am making, but I figured, what the heck, we'll go ahead and do it and see what happens. So I want to make a whole set for her. I'm going to make the rolling tray, the holder, a jar, the herb grinder, and then I'm also making some crystal clusters that the mold that's from Into Resin, and I'm going to use the crystal clusters on the tray and on the top of the jar lid as well. Now, I bought this for her, oh my goodness, forever it feels ago. And she wanted it put on something forever and ever, and I've just not had anything to really put it on or to put it to good use to. So I was kind of looking here at the tray and sizing it between the tray and here, and this does stick out further over this than, you know, this is wider than this. But I think that I can fit the majority of it on there, and if the little ends of the hair here or whatever gets cut off on the image on the inside, that's fine. I'm not really too worried about that. And then I thought, well, it's not going to really go with the color scheme of what I was doing for her tray and the whole set. But, you know, I don't know. I'm going to think about it. So, what I'm going to do, for now that I do know that I'm going to do, is I've been debating on between what one of the pinks I should do, if I should do the pink purple or the hot pink chartreuse, or I think that's the only two of the chameleons that I was looking at for this. But I've been debating on which one of the two to do for this, because I do want to do pink white marble. I'm gonna try it for the very first time. I've never marbled anything before, never even tried it before, so this is totally new to me. I've never done it. And then I'm also gonna add, you know, a couple little gold details in along the way. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. Now, this piece here, I'm going to do with the chameleon flakes, and then this I'm going to do with the chameleon flakes, and this I'm going to do with the chameleon flakes, and then the rest is going to be the marbled. And then I'm debating on whether or not to do the little guy here or not. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. But I was thinking probably my best bet would be to do the hot pink and chartreuse for this part, because of the fact that I am doing the pink and white marble. I thought that would probably be better than doing the purple pink. But I don't know. Geez, I don't know. Actually, the purple pink might be prettier with the pink and gold. Dang. You know what? We're just gonna go for it, guys. If it doesn't end up turning out 100%, well, that'll be fine, I guess. She'll love it either way, and if not, well, then we'll just have to make her another one, I guess. So, I'm just going to use these chameleon flakes on this part here. I thought about sitting down and doing like test pieces and seeing which one would look better with a white background, because that's, generally what the background's going to be, mostly white with the light pink. So I thought I would try it to see like which one would look the best with the white. But then I got busy doing other things and it just didn't happen. So, yeah. My daughter's 19. She is going to be turning 20 in April, and I still do Valentine's and Christmas, Easter. I still do all that stuff with her just the same. And of course, because we're Irish, we do celebrate St. Paddy's Day and all that stuff. So I know there's probably a lot of people that don't really celebrate those more kid-like holidays with their kids anymore, but I do. I don't know if it's because, she's my one and only child, my one and only biological child, or if I just am one of those moms that, are a little bit ridiculous, but I do. I celebrate Easter, and we still do eggs and egg hunts. Now, she does participate in the egg hunting still, but it's usually along with like younger kids, step siblings, and her nieces and niece nephew type kids. She has a couple god kids that are her friends' kids that she does things with as well. So yeah, we do all that fun stuff still. Boy, this stuff doesn't really seem like it wants to stick that good to this. Huh. Yeah, I have multiple things coming up here for you guys. Now, for Valentine's Day, I thought it would be really cute. My daughter's always wanted one of those like luxury bath type things where they have like the little table across the tub with the candles and the glass of wine and the stuff how they do. And she's always been fascinated by that kind of stuff. And I thought, how cool would that be to do that for her for Valentine's Day, now that we have our own place and she has her own, bathroom tub and all that stuff finally. Where we was at before here, there was a shower in a tub and all that stuff, but it was absolutely disgusting. Like, I scrubbed it and scrubbed it and scrubbed it, and it was like clean, but it was very gross looking, and it just didn't look clean. And neither her or I would lay in that bathtub, even though we knew that it was absolutely as clean as we can get it. And yeah, so now that we have our own house and it's nice here, I thought how nice, it would be to finally do that for her, give her that, like, luxury bath for Valentine's Day, and she can lay in the nice tub and relax and enjoy herself. Now, I won't do, like the glass of wine or anything like that, obviously, but I was thinking about making her like a Starbucks iced coffee or something like that to have as her drink. And then I'm making her like homemade candles that I'm gonna put on the tray, which I used like Mix-a-Mold to make the candle holder, because I'm not very good with Mix-a-Mold, because I really just haven't used it that much. Like, I'm more of a resin girl, and so I just haven't used it that much to be really that great at, doing certain things like making two-tone without them having lines, or like marbling looks or anything like that. So I thought I would try it, and it didn't turn out at all like I wanted. So my next thought is going to be making another one, obviously, and I'm going to take my time and really try to make it nicer, better, I guess the word is. And then I'm going to make her the homemade candle to go inside as well. And I was thinking about doing like rose, and then I got rose petals, dried rose petals and stuff to put in the tub. And yeah, so I'm hoping that I can get it figured out with the candle with the Mix-a-Mold, so that way I can actually make her a homemade candle that won't look like it came out of the trash can. And then, so yeah, we're gonna do the little bath tray thing with the homemade candles and the drink. And I got a bunch of tea light candles, like the little battery operated ones from Temu, a whole big box of them, like 24 or whatever they come in, and I use them for my candle shells that I make when people order, and so that way they're, people aren't gonna don't use like regular tea lights on them because of it being resin. So I always send battery operated tea light candles with the shelves when they order them, so that way they have them and they're not like thinking about using any that they have at home, like regular candles. And then I always bleh, spit it out, girl. I also put a little note in there, stating like, don't use regular candles, regular tea light candles, because, it can cause a fire. I myself have used tea light candles on them, and like I've never had any issue, but I would never feel comfortable or safe like just lighting it and walking away. Like I've done it like while I've been home. So this stuff is just going everywhere else other than where I want it to go. It feels so wasteful. Oh, I hope this turns out nice after using all of this. And I am gonna have a lot of cleanup to do on this because it is flying everywhere. So once I get this painted on here, I'll probably put you guys on a brief come back, hold on, and then clean everything up off camera, and then I'll get my resin mixed up while I am on a hold too, and get it ready for let it degas and stuff then I'll come back on, mix the colors, and start doing the marbling. But I just kind of wanted to run through this real quick with you guys, and then kind of update you on some things that have been going on and what we're up to. And yeah, I hope that her fiance has been really wanting to start learning how to do resin as well. And so I told him that whenever he was ready to let me know, and I would bring him down and start working with him on it, show him how to do things, and the little tips and tricks that we all love to learn from other experienced resiners. Not that I am saying that I am experienced, but I'm saying other experienced resiners. And yeah, so that'll be fun because I thought him and I could do some projects together, and we could do like little side-by-side competitions, and like do like a voting thing, and we can like we could do challenges, we could do how like you do like giveaways stuff. Like, I'm excited about it, because my daughter, she loves the resin stuff that I make, but she's not interested in actually doing it herself. So it was kind of, she does nails and stuff, so it was kind of nice having him say that, you know, he would be interested in learning how to do it and wanting to do you know, that kind of stuff with me. I was like, that's awesome. Yes, absolutely. You're more than welcome to come play in resin with me. So, alright guys, I am done covering this thing. And there is so much shit everywhere that I don't want it. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up, get my resin mixed, and then once my resin is mixed, then I will bring you guys back and we'll start mixing our colors to do the marbling on the tray. Alright guys? Alright, well, I will see you in just a minute, and I will give you a little close-up here until I go on break. See you after a bit. Bye. Alright, you guys, we are back. So I didn't like do a complete total cleanup of the chameleon flakes, because as I got looking at it, I thought that would kind of look neat. Well, given it actually looks like I think it's going to. It kind of looks like rays are coming off of it around the leaves. So I thought, let's see if it actually looks that cool when it's done or not. If not, I can do, you know, something to clean it up and make it look nicer. And then I put pink holographic pink holographic powder on there, and then I did this one up here too, like this. So now I got my resin mixed up here. I'm gonna do 6 white and 6 of the pink, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use more of the white than the pink, and then I also have some clear mixed up with some gold flake in it, and whatever of, you know, the two, I'm gonna have probably more pink left than the white, obviously, because I'm gonna try to use more of the white than the pink, like I was saying. And then I will mix up a little bit in a separate little cup over there of the gold and put the last, you know, little bit in there. So I did get that mixed up. Everything's ready to go, other than I gotta add the colors in. And then I grabbed a big cup because I'm gonna try to do the marble technique where you dump the white in, and then the pink, and then the clear, and then you just dump it all around. And you can use your heat gun to move it around a little bit too. And then I'll add the gold streaks in. Well, let's just see how this goes, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put you up on my stand, so please be patient. I apologize. We got the new one coming, but unfortunately Amazon is not in no dang hurry to get any packages to us anytime soon. So we're gonna get the pink mixed up in this one, and then I'm gonna use the ocean white pigment paste to make my white. And I am just using the regular pink, not the gold pink, for this one. I'm not even messing with the lid. And if there's leftovers of either of the colors, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the leftover colors and throw them in the grinder mold or the holder mold, or like whatever other ones I have laying over there. So I hope this turns out the way I have it in my head. But here's the other thing I was thinking too. So, you know, whenever it's completely done and I unmold it, if this doesn't turn out looking okay, or this or that, or whichever, you know, there's other ways we can change it and make it look better. So that's kind of how I was thinking about it. Like, there is different things I can do to, like, make it look a little bit nicer if they don't turn out the way. I might add a little bit more to that one. I'm not sure yet. And then we're going to add some pigment paste to this if it'll come out. Good gravy. It's open. Come on. Come out. Oop, 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 oop. Oh no, I think that's too much. Lord have mercy. So, yeah. I see there's so many different ways to marble or like do different marbling techniques and stuff. But I've seen multiple videos on marbling this way, where you mix your colors and then you just dump them into the cup and then go do it that way. And I noticed that like every single one of them seem like they've always turned out good. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna go with the one that seems simplest and has had good results every time during the, you know, the same. So yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. I have better odds of it turning out halfway decent if I do it this way. And yeah, that'll be perfect. Now, let's see. Do I want to make this a little bit darker? I feel like yes. I'm gonna just add a little bit of this pink in there. I have another pink too that I was back and forth on using, and I kind of wish I would have used it now. It's more of like a pale pink. This is kind of like more of like a, you know, more of like a fluorescent-y pink. And I'm kind of mad that I should have used the other pink instead. Well, that still doesn't seem like it's enough. It still seems like a little bit translucent to me, so just put a little bit more in and give her another mix here. See where we're at. My resin is starting to get warm already, so that's why I'm trying to get these colors mixed in. And wow, that's better than what it was, so we're gonna go ahead and go with that. And then I got my resin here, my clear with the gold flake in it. So we're gonna take this cup and they say to use the color that you want to be most dominant in, you want that color in first. So since I want it to be mostly white with the pink, I'm gonna do my white first, my pink second, and then the clear. So we're just dumping the white in. And depending on how this turns out, I may end up trying another tray, like a regular tray style, and doing white, pink, and gray. So, but I figured simpler first. But that's just not, I don't know why, like, it's crazy. I don't know if any of you out there have the same problem as well. But I feel like if I go for something super simple, it always ends up turning out like poo. And then I try something that everybody's like, it's really hard, and then it ends up turning out nice. Like the first time I ever tried like doing the flower blooms, it turned out really nice. And I mean, granted, it wasn't perfect, but it was pretty stinking good, I feel, for the first time. And then simpler things that everybody else can just wing right through, I can't get. I'm like, what is happening? So we got the white in. Now I'm gonna, I know this is like pointless, but I'm just me. So then we're going to put the pink in, but I'm not gonna put all of this pink in like I did the white, because I don't want it to be all pink, you know, I don't want it to be a lot just of pink. And then put our 2 ounces of the clear with the gold flake in. Alrighty, guys. That is done. Let me go ahead and spray my cup real quick, just so it's easier to clean out whenever I'm done here. And then she said, don't stir, but do like some light stirring. Because she said you're going to want to see the marbling kind of happening, but not too much. Okay, we're just doing that. We can always, like, fix or add or maneuver. Alright, guys, ready? Oh, I'm so nervous. Wow. That might actually be alright, you guys. I don't know, you guys. This might actually be okay. It looks pretty already. And I didn't move it, like, didn't even use the gun to blow it around or anything yet or nothing. And see, that's the other thing too. They were saying, like, that sometimes it's easier, like, your colors don't just automatically want to mix and blend. If you wait till your resin gets a little bit warmer and thicker, then it's not gonna be, like, wanting to just blend off so quickly, like, all together. Okay, let me spray that cup. And then we are going to get the little gold piece, gold streaks in there. Or should I blow it around a little bit? And then let's go ahead and blow it around a little bit, and then we will put the gold on. I'm just gonna take my pink and it's left over here and dump it in this mold real quick, you guys, before it starts getting too thick and gross. One second. I apologize. Oh my goodness, you guys. I still got some left. I don't know what to do with it. It's just an itty bitty teeny tiny little bit. Where's my little... Put it in this little mushroom. Oh my goodness sakes. Come on. Get out. My daughter loves mushrooms, and so when I have leftover resin, a lot of times I'll like dump them in the mushroom molds, and I'm starting like a little fairy garden for her, and so I can put the little mushrooms that I'm making out of the leftover resin in the little fairy garden for her. That way she can have a bunch of different colored mushrooms in all different shapes and sizes, and she just thinks it's the coolest. So alright, you guys, I apologize. I just don't want all that resin going to waste, because that's a, you know, I know it doesn't seem like much, 2-3 ounces or whatever, but it is whenever resin's $80 for a gallon. So alright, now everybody watch your ears, because I need to turn on my heat gun and it's going to be a little loud, so I apologize. So that's about all I'm gonna do. I don't want to risk making my mold too hot either, and my piece sticking to my mold, so I do worry about that, because even though this mold is a lot better grade silicone, I just had it happen to me last night when I was working on a tray that I was doing. It literally got stuck inside the mold and I had to cut it out, so now there's silicone everywhere around it. I mean, yes, I can fix it and make it, you know, usable and nice, and it was for me anyhow. I made it for myself, for my room, but it just sucks because I had to throw another mold away because I had to cut it out. So that being said, I am cautious on that. And so now I'm debating, do I want to put the gold in there or not? Sheesh. I'm just gonna kind of paint it around. I apologize. Kids coming home from work. And I'm just dipping my stick on like the edge here. I'm not like submerging the whole stick into the bottle or anything. I'm not even sure you're gonna be able to see this on the other side. But if not, we will like use the chrome markers and kind of like paint some on. That's kind of what I was thinking. I hope this turns out, you guys. I don't want like a lot or anything. I just want a little bit to kind of, you know, just give it some interest. And I will clean my mat and stuff off really good whenever I'm done, so that way nothing stains it up or anything. I'm gonna be so excited to see how this turns out. It's gonna be literally driving me nuts all night. Oh, well, it's 1 a.m. for me right now. Well, actually, it's closer to 2 now. So, but when I get up in the morning, granted, this will be the first thing I promise you that I run to, along with my cup of coffee. Because my office is kind of like in the middle of the house. So you have to walk through my office to get to the kitchen and the laundry room. So what happened there? Why'd that all smudge up like that in that one spot? right there too. Alright, you guys, I'm done doing that, so we will get the, once it cures and stuff, what we'll do is we'll flip it when we demold it. We'll see what it looks like, and then, like I said, we can always add more of the gold detailing and stuff like this onto it before I clear it. So, okay. I do think I am going to take my heat gun one more time though and kind of blow these lines around a little bit to kind of smooth them out a little bit so they don't look as harsh. So hold your ears one more time. I apologize. That is it for what I'm gonna do for now with it until it cures and sets up, and then we can demold it and see what it looks on the other side and kind of go from there on how we're going to continue decorating it. And then, like I said, I also have some crystals, some into resin crystals that I'm making as well to kind of add onto the tray. I might do like up on the corner edge or something like that, one, you know, but we'll see how it looks once it's done, and we'll go from there on how exactly we're going to decorate everything. So, alright guys, well, I appreciate everything. Thank you so much for coming and joining me tonight on our little adventure. And I'm going to go ahead and get things cleaned up for the night and wait for this to cure, and I will be back to let you see the finished result. Alright guys, I'll take you in for a quick close-up look before I let you go. Looking good so far. Alright guys, see you in a little. Alright guys, we're back, and I'm gonna just say I have retaken this video 100 freaking times because every time I try to put my phone on the stand, it slings off. So, here we are again. Take 10. We're gonna demold this tray and see what we got on the other side. I haven't even peeked at it or nothing. I've completely left it alone and waiting for to do the video to show you guys whenever I do it. So here we go. Let's see what's on the other side. And then in the next video I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna make the jar the matching jar. I'm going to try to marble it too and see if we can get a marble look out of the jar as well. I took the leftover resin I had from the tray and made, I just threw it in the grinder mold. Alright, let's see what we got, guys. Well, I definitely like the other side better. The marble is so much prettier on this side than the other side, which I kind of figured that was going to happen, but it kind of gave some kind of like crackling over here. Looks kind of cool, other than I'm not really liking the flake from the angle though, because it does look pretty when certain light hits it, but then it looks like a weird greeny yellow color when it's not hitting the light the right way. So that may be something I end up redoing, because it is indented, so I can use a thin layer of resin and fill that in with something different. So yeah, well, lesson learned. I guess we will not do that again. Alright guys, well, that's it for this video. I hope you guys had a good time and enjoyed making this tray with me. And, well, actually, let me show you the grinder here real quick. I just took the leftover resin I had and threw some of the pink aurora powder in it and just kind of threw it in there. I am gonna, you know, do some designing on the top here and then seal it in with UV. So once I do that, then I will post the pictures of it, and I'll post the whole set together once it's all done. But we are going to work on doing the jar mold here in the next video. So stay tuned for that, you guys. Alright, well, I'm so glad you come along and come back. Alright.